Hello. Right, I've done this workout with people in mind who maybe can't be on their feet. So whether that's just you in life, maybe you're recovering from an injury. Basically, my mum at the moment is having foot surgery on one of my clients, so I'm just thinking of them as well. You sneeze. Excuse me. Sorry. What you're going to need is 2 light dumbbells. You want lighter than normal just because when we're working sitting down, it is a little bit harder than normal. You want a pillow or something like that. And if you don't have one, don't worry. And if you can, a resistance band that you're going to pop over your knees. You've got some time to do that later if you need. So we're going to warm up first. So I'm assuming you're going to be sitting down already. So I'm going to be just warming up the shoulders. Giving a few circles around in both directions. And if you do find yourself sitting down quite a lot, this first warm-up should just feel pretty good for you generally, without even having to do the workout. We're going for some side bends. You're going to reach up and out and then switch sides. So this should feel quite nice on the back. Get a little stretch of the back, a little stretch of the side of the waist to prepare us for one of the exercises that will be coming in this workout. It's coming to twist, so just sitting there and just twisting side to side. Twisting side to side. Try and get your body relaxed. So relax your wrists, relax your shoulders, let your head naturally turn side to side. As relaxed position as possible. Nice. Then we're going to twist and bend. So fingertips on the temples, twist to the side, and then at the side bend. And then twist the other side and side bend at the side. So our spine moves in so many directions. So this is great, really just mobilizing the upper back. That's perfect. And then we're going to stretch the back, link the fingers, tuck the chin around your back, and then link the fingers behind and open your chest. So it might be that in your chair and you're like me, you can reach behind, maybe on a sofa, in which case scooch forward to the end. And then that way you've got the space to open the chest and link fingers behind. So scoop out the belly and lift the chest. So we're going to for alternating arm reaches. Literally just make this with your hand. Punch up and up and up and up and punch. You're punching right and left. Bam, 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 bam. We're going to be doing lots of shoulder exercises in this, so we want to make sure the arms are warm, using just our body weight before we add a weight. Nice, perfect. Arm circles. Take the arms out to the side. Do really small circles. Really small, little circles. We're going to do half the time forward, half the time backwards. So switch sides. Switch directions, sorry. I'm twisting back the other way. Oh yeah, that's me. No, it's perfect. We're going to do it all again. So we're going to warm up the shoulders, which should hopefully, after that little sequence, be already feeling like quite nicely warm anyway. I say that with like, yeah, because it definitely does for me. So circle both directions. Maybe the circle's a little bigger now. And then go for the side bends, side to side. If you're on something like a sofa, maybe you want to land one hand so you can actually reach out to the other side. Maybe you start reaching and pressing a little bit further. Maybe it's just that you're holding by your side. It's just your range. You want this round 2. Make sure it feels good. And then twist side to side again. Just try and relax. Let your arms kind of be floppy, so not really rigid, but really floppy. Just let it go. Kind of move like your kid moves, just without any kind of care in the world. Even if you've got loads of tension in your body, this is a great way to relax it. Just just kind of a little bit floppy. And then bring the fingertips to the temples. We're going to twist and bend. And then switch side, twist and bend. Twist and bend. Bum, 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 bum. Nice, perfect. Back to the chest and back stretches, linking the fingers, tuck the chin around the back, link this behind your back to open your chest. Nice. Alternating arm reaches, make a fist. Reach, punch it. Check that you're not going just a little bit of the way, but punch like you're trying to punch through the ceiling. Just really go. This is also quite a nice one if you have any kind of frustrations. You want to just go, let it out. Nice, perfect. Circles, make them a little bit bigger this time. Out to the side. Circling back, seeing if you can feel different parts of the shoulders, the top and the back. Circle back in the other direction. The front of the shoulder. And then all up and up. Do one more round of this warm up. So come back to warm up the shoulders. So anything you feel like you want to do, anything to mobilize it. Maybe it's actually that you want to just to kind of shrug them down. Maybe it's making circular motions. Honestly, just warming the upper body up. And then side bends, side to side. Bend to the right and bend to the left. Crisscross, crisscross. Each time, maybe you can move a little bit further, a little bit deeper. Nice, perfect. Then twist, relax. And it's absolutely no blame at all. If you are feeling like this has been actually just not nice to move your body and it feels plenty, if you just get to the end and warm up, cool. I've actually made this workout quite long because I know that my mum, for example, twist and bend, fingertips on the temples, twist and bend. I know that she likes, killing time. So I made this a long workout so she's got something to do. And then maybe you feel the same way, like, oh, that'll take up 45 minutes of my day. Stretch your back, your chest. Feels so good. Feels so good. Nice. And then arm reaches, punch, 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 and punch. Maybe you want to go a little bit faster. Maybe you can reach a little bit further. Kind of almost start at this stage, start to burn the shoulders out a little bit. And then big old circles to the side. Yeah, this is mostly just getting as much of the shoulder joint as warm as possible. The shoulder goes in full circles. So make it a little bit bigger and then go back in the other direction. Maybe you can do a little squeeze through the shoulder blades. Nice, have a break, have some water. So if you have got a band, and again, not to worry, if not, I'll give you an option. Pop the band above your knees. If you've got anything like cushions, pillows, like I'm using a yoga block today to squish my knees against. If you haven't got anything like that, you can just use your legs together, so don't worry too much. We're going to be working kind of the upper body and the core and a little bit of the ass and legs as well, even though we're sitting. So you need quite light dumbbells, and sitting down, it really is tougher to do exercises normally than it is standing. So maybe it's lighter than what you're used to. Some of the exercises might feel a little strange if you're used to doing them without sitting down. That is A-okay. So you need your 2 dumbbells. Do regular bicep curls with the palms faced forwards. So you're going to curl the dumbbells up towards your shoulders and then straighten your arms down by your sides. If you find you're sitting on a sofa or sitting on something that basically restricts how straight your arms are, just go as straight as you can manage. If you start to struggle with your weight, just do one arm at a time. So you do your right arm and then your left arm. Or you can do like it's showing in the bottom corner. You can just use one dumbbell and hold it with both arms. And yeah, like I said, just going down essentially as far as you can before you get restricted. Coming to side bends. So like we warmed up with, just with an extra weight. Now where you hold the dumbbells is going to be up 2 sets, either by your side or maybe you want to pop them up onto the shoulders. You're going to bend side to side, right and left. So just like you warmed up for, the only difference is now you've got an extra weight. I personally like to feel it better when I have it on the side. But again, I appreciate you've got to work with whatever you've got, whatever situation you're in at the moment. As long as you feel the stretch on the side waist and then it's squeezing to come back up, this is an exercise that looks and feels quite simple, quite nice. It's actually working the side of your body and also just strengthening muscles that support your spine more than we realize. into a shoulder press. So exactly like we did with the warm up with the punching, only with both arms and with a weight. So get your dumbbells up, bring your ribcage down towards your hips so you're not arching your back. Press up to the ceiling and then lower back down to shoulder height if you can. So up and lower down. Every time you press up, it's going to try and do this with your back. It's going to really try and keep your ribcage and hips close to one another. If you get stuck, do as you did in the warm-up. One arm, then the other arm, one arm and the other arm, or you can get rid of one dumbbell, hold on to either end, and just do both that way here. So again, these are small muscle groups you're working, plus you've lost the ability to have your kind of lower body helping to strengthen and stabilize you. So you might be lighter than what you're used to, and that is okay. What you might be used to. Nice, perfect. Coming to Russian twist. So you can use 1 or 2 dumbbells. If you've got the space to scoot forward and then lean back a bit, that'd be fab. Round your back and you're going to twist side to side. So twisting side to side. Twist and twist. So if it's too much with both dumbbells, use the one. If it's too much with one dumbbell, lose them both and just do with your body weight. If you are sitting in a position that means you are completely upright, then you might just think of doing the same movement of rounding your back, and it's the same target, getting the elbow down towards kind of the opposite hip. It's just you'll feel a bit less load from being in a more upright position. Again, work around your situation and what you've got, what you're in. If you can be on the floor for this, feel free to go on the floor. Let's come into overhead tricep extensions. So either one dumbbell, and if it's the one, I recommend holding either end like this. If you're using 2, press them into each other like this. So you're going to press the dumbbells up over your head, and the dumbbell's going to go behind the base of the head, and then straight up to the ceiling again. Behind the head, and then straight up again, squeezing the backs of the arms. This again is a prime position for your back to try and arch. So you're trying to keep as stacked spine as possible. So abs are engaged the entire time. Now your elbows, they will naturally try and flare outwards. Try and tuck them in as if you're trying to hold a beach ball between your elbows, and then just get the movement in there. So the elbows never move, you're not dropping anything. That's going to maximize the isolation, the tension in the tricep, the backs of the arms. Missed that, nice. Now you need no weight at all. Just going for the leg abductions. I'll show you it, then I'll show you options. So you're literally just going to sit back in your chair, open your knees out, and then close them in. So just open the knees out and close them in. If you've not got a band, you've got 2 options. You can use your hands and push out against your hands as resistance, or you can simply just sit there and think, squeeze your butt cheeks, and then release them. Squeeze your butt cheeks, and then release them. You might even want to try squeezing the right, and then squeezing the left butt cheek, squeezing the right, and squeezing the left separately. So basically the bum muscles tend to switch off on us anyway. So even if people are like fully functioning, working out all the time, we tend to have lazy bums. So particularly if you're finding you're sitting a lot, we want to really try and get the bum going. Now we're going to do the reverse muscle group, the inner thighs. So if you have something, pop it between your legs. If you've not got anything at all, just press against your legs. But you're going to squeeze your inner thighs together, feel the inner thighs contract, and then relax it a little bit, not so much that your block or pillow will drop out, or books, or ball. So squeeze and release, just squeeze for a few seconds at a time. And then release it, just working into the inner thighs. So I've got abductors and adductors. Abductors are the side of the leg. Adductors are the inner thighs. And you can remember it by thinking if you abduct someone or something, you take it away. And that's what your knees are doing, they go away from the body. So that's how you remember if you ever need to know the difference between abductor and adductor. Cool, learn something new every day. Nice, release, relax. You have a break, have some water, have a shake off. Some of those exercises are going to stay exactly the same. The muscle focus is going to stay the same. So it's still going to be the biceps into core, shoulders into core, triceps, core, but legs. Just slightly different change of the exercises. The next one is reverse curls. So it's bicep curls, palms forward. Reverse curl, it's just with the palms facing the other way. It is much harder. It's also going to try and drag your wrists like this. So you might need a lighter dumbbell to keep your wrists in place. It is a harder exercise, so don't be afraid to go a little bit lighter. So palms facing kind of towards you and then lifting up and lowering down. Again, if you find that you've got something that's in the way, then maybe you just don't go all the way down. So you just lift up and then go down as low as you can manage. Lifting up and going down as low as you can manage. But if you've got the space, try and get it so your arms come to a full extension at the bottom. Keep the wrists from flopping. So you don't have floppy wrists or T-Rex wrists. You know that's T-Rex, right? Quite heavy on the forearms as well, this one. Nice, perfect. Side bends again. If it was a bit awkward with the weights, you can do exactly like you did in the warm-up as well and do it with no weights. Just do your body weight. So grabbing your weights, choosing if you're holding them down by your side, up on your shoulders, just bending side to side. Take your time, see how far you can go. And get absolutely, if you're on something like a sofa, you're not going to have the space to do that here. So pop both weights on the shoulders, or pop one weight and hold it here and just bending side to side. That little extra weight behind the crunch. Side crunch. Looks so innocent. Tell me how it feels the next day. Nice. And then this one, you definitely want a light dumbbells. Light dumbbells. If you haven't, you're something like cans, or just use your body weight. So the rotator rate is you're going to do a sideways with 90 degrees at the arms, and then lift the palms up and back, come back to shoulder height, and then close again. So 90 degree at the elbow the whole time, just working loads of different angles of the shoulder joint. This should be pretty much, regardless of your gender and your strength, you generally don't want to be going heavy with this weight ever. So you want to be doing a lightweight in order to make sure you're working. It's just working with so many different angles that hold the shoulder joint in place. They're teeny tiny little connectors. So don't go crazy heavy. And if you get stuck, there's absolutely nothing wrong with doing just your arms, because your arms weigh something too. They're not weightless. So you're still doing work in the shoulders. Nice, perfect. Coming into Russian twists. So again, if you've got the space to scooch forward a little bit so you can lean back, go there. 1 or 2 dumbbells. The important bit is to round your back so you're automatically in a bit of a crunch. Lean back if you've got the space to do it, and then twist side to side. Twisting side to side. If you are able, like I said, to do this on the floor, you might be able to lean back a little bit further. If you are used to exercising and you're used to training harder than this, please be kind to yourself. The whole thing with life is a journey, and there's phases where you're going to be smashing it, there's phases where you just have to pull it back. And the fact that you're here doing it anyway means even if you've had to regress from where you normally are, you're still doing great. Okay? Okay. Yeah, nice, perfect. Going to overhead tricep extension, bottom half pulses. So go 1 dumbbell or 2. The goal is the whole time we stay at the bottom of the range. If it's a 2, press into each other. Brace, and then hands just a bit behind the head, and we just pulse and pulse and pulse. Up and down an inch, up and down an inch. Elbows squeezing in to hold the beach ball. Ribs not lifting away from the hips, but staying pinned and locked in. Then keep that going again. If you feel more pain now in your shoulders than you do in your triceps, have a little break, have a little shake off, reduce your weight, or just go in again and maybe reduce your range. So it should mostly be your triceps. Your triceps is the backs of your arms, from your elbow down to your armpit. Perfect. Right, leg abductions. So yeah, maybe you want to just use your hands to press out against. Maybe it's the band. Just open the knees. and close the knees. Open the knees and close the knees. If you want to make it more challenging, if your band's not heavy enough, maybe add some pulses and pulse it out, pulse it out. Again, if you've got any reason why maybe you can't have the band here, just go for butt clenches instead. Butt clenches either way, working into the bud. Concentration face. And then the inner thighs, again, you can do it with nothing. You are in control of how much you feel this. The harder you squeeze in, the more you're going to feel it. So squeeze in hard as possible. Clench. And literally, I don't know if you can probably see me move a tiny bit. So you can see when I notice me do it. You can't see how hard I'm working. And you really want to go to the point where you're feeling it, all the muscles contract in the inside leg. Then let it have a release. Again, like you're doing reps, squeezing in, and then also letting it relax. Clench your legs. Ooh, time for one more. Hardest one yet. Nice. Well done. Have a little break. So we're going to work a different angle of the biceps again. So you have some water, have a little break. The next one we're doing hammer curls. So you've got your bicep curls, palms forward. Reverse curls, palms back. Hammer curls, palms facing in. So just working a different angle of the bicep. You've still got about 30 seconds to go to have a breather, have a little break, a little shake off. Maybe flap out your arms, because you're probably feeling quite a lot of tension in the upper body from the hips and above. So yeah, feel free to just shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out, oh, shake it out. Can't wait for you to get to the finisher, by the way. Just because it's sitting the whole time doesn't mean it's easy. Grab your bells. Hammer curl, palms face you. Stop. Hammer curl. No. Barbell, stop this. So you see the kind of the control I'm going with. You try not to go too fast. Keep control to get that full extension or as much extension as you can in the arms. Try not to move your elbows at all. As your biceps get tired, you'll find that elbows will try and drift forward and then back at the bottom. So trying to keep them in place. It's just the dumbbells moving towards you. And then straighten. Oh, my upper body feels so good. Yeah, nice, perfect. Back to the side bends. Choose your level, choose your option, choose how you're going to do it. Hold them by the side or not, and then we bend. We bend. Oh, I'm concentrating so much. Kind of went in a daydream there. It's when your dreams will all come true. I see the video, the music video, not video, like the film that they did. It's a good film. It's Steps, isn't it? No, S-Club, sorry. Steps. Right, this one again, you'll need a lighter weight. I can give you an option if you need a bit less. But you're going to tip forward. So again, if you can shuffle into the front of your seat, then do tip forward and then open your arms to the side and then back down. So we're now going into the back of the shoulders, and you might also feel this in the back of your body. If you find this is a little bit too much with your weight, again, of course, you've got the option of one arm at a time, right and then left, or just bend your arms more, or bend them and pull them close to your body. So the closer it is to the body, the easier it is. Same option if you haven't got the option of weight, you just go adjust your arms, feel that squeeze between the shoulder blades before you release. Squeeze between the shoulder blades and release. Looking to tip forward as much as you can. If you are restricted, maybe your leg is elevated, something like that, might need to just go and stay a bit more upright. That is fine. Again, work around it. Work around it. You do you. break there. Russian twist, settle in. Do what you need to do. Round, twist. How are we doing? How you doing? I'm asking this. My mum always says, like, hey, what's how you doing? It's because I genuinely expect a reply after this from anyone that's done it to let me know how they did, how they found it at certain points. I'm on the lighter weights here, and I can tell you what, my abs, they're going. And by lighter, I mean the one weight. Don't cheat so much, don't lie. Nice, perfect. Next we'll go for a single arm tricep kickback. So you need, again, your lighter weight. Take it in the right hand, just lean forward, rest on your thigh, lift your hand up and kick it back behind you. And then release, keep it back to the hip. So straighten the arm and then back to the hip. Straighten the arm, back to the hip. If you are not able to maybe lean forward onto your leg, or again, if you're on a sofa, that means you're just kicking the sofa behind you, so far behind you, then instead maybe go for the single arm overhead tricep extension. And you can use your hand to just support your weight in. The main thing is you're trying to go for one side at a time now to get maximum tension. If it is too much to have the elbow high the whole time when you're here, then instead just bring the arm down in between. So lift and then extend. And then come down. Nice, perfect. Back to the ass. Ass and outer thighs. So again, another option, by the way, if you want to make this harder, so you can add little pulses. You can go wider. If you're in control and you're pushing, you can do that there. You can technically just slightly rest your weights on top of you, so it just makes your legs a little bit heavier. Maybe taking that to the side, so you're pushing out something. To be honest, it's mostly more about how much you're squeezing your bum, how much you're squeezing and clenching it to the point, or taking the band to the edge of the point where it's like, whoa, that feels kind of bordering on crampy in the side of the bum. I've had a little pulse here just to intensify. If you've noticed, if you want to do as well, up to you. Nice, and then the adductors, which are the inner thighs. And then squeezing as hard as you can and releasing. Maybe this time you want to go for more squeezes. So more at squeeze, release, and squeeze, release, and squeeze, release, and squeeze, release. And there's little ways to just kind of intensify the workout. Or again, you might just go to hold and maybe hold for longer. Maybe keep an eye on the timer and just think, I'm going to hold for 10 seconds, then have a 1 second break and then go again, something like that. But yeah, you make it so it feels like you're like, I've worked pretty hard there. That's when your dreams will all come true. Squeeze in and squeeze in. Come on, Helen, squeezy, squeezy. Nice, perfect little break. We got one more round before the finisher. So have a sip of water, have a little break. The bicep curls, we're now going to kind of combine a little bit of all of it. So you're going to do a bicep curl on the way up and then rotate on at the top. And then it's a reverse curl down. Reverse curl up, rotate at the top, bicep curl down. So we're really working loads of the bicep. So we're not turning at the bottom and the top, or you're going to find it always doing the same thing. So always get to the top, rotate the hands, go down, go up again, hands in the same place, rotate, go down, lift, rotate, down, lift, rotate, down. Because it has got the reverse curl, it might be that you need a lighter weight for this one. So curl it up, rotate, and then go down. Curl it up again, rotate, go down. It's a different feel of the bicep, working different angles of your bicep. And the same rules apply, same rules, same guidelines apply. Who do I think I am? There's rules of the game. Trying to keep your elbows stable, trying to keep the motion really smooth. Bracing really strong through your belly. Noise. Back to the side bends. So last time sitting these, see how much stretch you can get before you come up again. So going to the side and then up. And again, another way, if you want to make this a little bit more challenging, add a little pulse. So go down, up a little bit, down, up all the way. Down, up a little bit, and down, up all the way. Again, this is the one for me that, I'm going to stick with just the plain old side bends, because I can guarantee you tomorrow I'm going to go, ooh, feel that, without making it any harder. Or was that me being a wimp? It's being a wimp. Maybe add that little pulse, because you can, Helen. Because you can. Yeah, nice, perfect. So release. Going for either. So we've got two options here. You're going for either the bent over flies again. I say two options because I've messed this up. So you can go for bent over fly. What this was meant to be was a pec deck chest press. So you're going to keep your elbows up shoulder height and then open your arms and then close your arms. Open the arms and close your arms. If you are to do this workout again, if you go back, you'll see at one point I do this like when the flies came up because I was expecting the pec deck. So I did a tag with it, I just got ahead of myself. Right, this one, if you are here with me, if you're with the flies, stick with the flies. If you're here with me, you're keeping the elbows just below shoulder height, and it's a squeeze of your chest here, and a squeeze of your upper back here. Squeeze of your chest and squeeze of your back. While working the shoulders the whole time. Nice, well done. You've got two options. One, follow what I do, not what I say. Okay. Right, Russian twists. Go over the scooch. Bend. Twist. Side to side. Thinking of getting the opposite rib and hip as close to one another as possible. Using the weight to add that little extra resistance. And leaning back as far as you've got the space to. Sometimes these, I do think, it's quite fancy having all the names coming up on the screen, but sometimes it stitches me up when I've made a mistake. Only human though. So quick to forgive myself. And release. We're doing tricep kickbacks on the other arm. Make sure you do the other arm. So should be weight in the left arm. Lean forward, properly lean forward onto your leg. Lift the elbow high and then extend the arm. Release it back to the hip. Extend the arm and back to the hip. Same again. If you can't, if you've got no space to lean forward onto, or if you've got no space to kick back into, go to a single arm overhead tricep extension. Help stabilize the elbow in place. It's bending and straightening. Wherever it is, we're looking for that squeeze and straighten at the backs of the arms. Oh, how much can you straighten the arm? Squeeze it like you're trying to press it up towards the ceiling. And then keep returning by your hip rather than by your chest. Keep the elbow really high. Yeah, nice, well done. Leg abductions. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pulse the whole thing. Just going to go out and pulse, and pulse, and pulse. It's completely up to you if you want to join me with that or not. Maybe go for single reps again. Maybe go for a double pulse. Maybe go for slow squeezes. I've just decided to go for a maximum burnout of my butt. Maximum burn of my butt. Feeling a little bit of regret now. If you are, whatever you're doing, pulsing or not, try and make it as smooth as you can so it's squeezy, 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 rather than don't let it yank you in. That's what it's trying to do, and you're resisting it constantly. Resisting. Oh, yeah. Oh, nice. And then the same thing with adductions. Again, I'm going to go again now, just going like again and again, just squeeze and squeeze, squeeze, release, squeeze, release. not a second earlier, those squeeze in and squeeze in and squeeze in. So if you're on this one with me, try and make it so you're squeezing a lot and then squeeze more and then more. So it's that you're never really giving it a release. Your inner thighs are constantly contracting. They're constantly squeezing and never giving them a break. Again, you're in control. If you want easier, ease off. If you're finding it's not hard enough, clench harder. Like really driving like you're trying to crush something with your thighs. Crushing on no nuts. A can. A car. Wow. Oh, I don't know. It just burns. Yeah, nice. Well done. Have a little break. Right, the next thing is a finisher. You've got 3 minutes that you're done. You can get rid of the band if you would like. So the finisher, all you're going to do is hold your arms out to the side. Whoosh, if you've not got space for whatever reason to the side, hold it to the front. You're going to hold your arms out roughly shoulder height. The second you cannot hold it anymore, or if the hands have dropped, or if it feels painful, not muscular fatigue, painful, then you're going to take it down, and then you are going to do a hammer curl into a shoulder press into overhead tricep extension, and then reverse it back down. Then hold the arms back out again, and next time do that hammer curl, shoulder press, tricep extension twice. So let's see, open up to the side, hold. Cans will be good for this. A lightweight will be good for this. The lightest weight I've got here is 3 kilograms, so I'm probably not going to last too long at all. You're holding it as long as you can manage. Arms as long as you can manage. Just below shoulder height. Second you feel you can't do it anymore, you do that bicep curl into a shoulder press, into an overhead tricep extension. Every time you need a break, and you will then continue to need more and more breaks, you add on more reps. You do bicep curl, shoulder press, tricep extension, reverse it down, and do it again. In fact, I'm just going to show you. I was there. I could have been longer, but I'm just going to show you. So you do the bicep curl, shoulder press the weights together to the overhead tricep extension, coming down, cutting down again, and then back out to the side and hold. Then next time you need it again, you do curl, press, overhead tricep extension, down, down, and then do it again. Go up, up, behind the head. Be grateful for this, because then you then go back into the side raise hold. And then next time you'll do 3 of that reps. Next time you do 4, etc. Let's give it another go, Helen. So you've got to find your zen. Just think you can do hard things. You can do hard things. Come on, Helen. Wait, come on, Helen. I'm going to go down again. So this time, what should I do? Should I do 2 or 3? I demonstrated 2. I'll do 3. Keep that nice smooth if you're on the recovery. Bam, 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 and bam. And then as soon as you can, back into side raise. You are just over a minute from done. The second you think, oh my God, I need to drop my arms, where you're taking a breath, breathe out, think about pushing the arms outwards to the side. If your arms are in front, pushing them forward, and then holding a little bit longer, and then if you need to, taking the break. So taking the break, adding on an extra round each time. Your upper body should well be fatigued around about now. Around about now. Mine's been fatigued from like the 3rd round. And then as soon as you've done it, get straight back into it again. If you're only holding the side raise for 2 seconds, that's fine. You hold it for 2 seconds. That's fine, 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 and fine. My legs are like shaking, get the lock in. Oh, I was like, come on, Helen, hold to the end. It's not happening. If you are still holding right now, don't give up, because you've only got 11 seconds to go. 10. Nearly done, completely done. Come on, 5 seconds. Yeah, nice. Well done, dump your weights. Shake off your arms. Shake off your wrists. Just relax and let go. Oh, how does it feel? How's that pump in the arms? So I might have to sit, but we've got a strong pumped upper body. We just got to stretch the muscles we worked. So I'm just going to stay sitting. Stretch your arm, take one arm across. Well done. Again, this workout doesn't discriminate. If you don't need to be sitting down, you could have done it as well. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'm going to say that to my mum too. Many hope you enjoyed. If you enjoy it. And Emily, if you get to it, got to call it M. God, it's killer actually. And switch your arms. Hold. Make sure you definitely stick around for the stretch. Particularly if you say, if you are injured, you've got nothing else to do, so might as well. It's quite presumptive. I'm not assuming that because my mum is injured and retired, so it's not even working from home. Bam, 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 bam. Overshare. Really stretch your triceps, reach up, bend the arm, pull it back to you for the stretch on the back of the arm. Oh, my head's tickling me. That's when your dreams will come true. I've had that song the whole time, haven't I? Switch your arms. Yesterday I had Will Young, Evergreen in my head. Ages. On ages, on ages, and ages, and ages. Don't about you on. I'm sweating despite having never left the chair. I was worried. Hang on a sec. Stretch your back, link your fingers, tuck your chin around your back. I just had the fear at one point that I hadn't done this, like this chair's normally tucked away somewhere. And I was like, oh no, what if I've not done it right and I'm going to fall off on video? And knowing me, I'll just keep going and powering through, assuming I didn't get hurt, like I sneezed at the start, and I just carried on. Yeah, I did, but I didn't. This chair's still alive, touch wood, keep coming. Nice, perfect. Right, seated butt stretch, if you can, if you're able to, you're gonna cross one leg over. Basically, just scoot your hips back and lean forward until you feel the stretch in your bum. So it's hopefully feeling the side of the muscles that you did with all the abductors. Again, if you've got any reason, I'm not confident at all that my mum would be able to do this, in which case, don't stretch your bum or see if you can manipulate your body in another way to get the same stretch. Ideal would be to get that stretch in. And then just switch your legs. So cross the other leg over. Relax the knee down and lean forwards. Lean forward. Lean forward. Nice, perfect. And then just kind of want to get the inner thigh. So basically, just open your legs. Open your legs, push out into the legs as much as you can. If you can, you've got the space to, you can bring your both soles of the feet up onto your seat or sofa, or if you're sitting down on the floor, seated style, both soles of the feet together, knees out wide. But if not, if you're going to stay sitting, just spread your legs. Just stretching your inner thighs from the adductors. That is it. Again, have a little shake off. Well done. Hopefully you saw a great workout. I'd be interested to know if anyone's done that and they didn't have an injury reason to, but just felt like getting the workout in. If you got any questions or feedback, as always, drop me a message, drop me comments, anything like bosh. But well done. Thank you so much and see you